Was Oberyn's character wasted in Game of Thrones? The short and easy answer is no, but let's unpack that a bit. Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper of Dorne, wasn't on screen to sip wine and enjoy the temperate weather of King's Landing. He was a firecracker, thrown into the plot to give us a quick, bright burn. His character served an incredibly impactful narrative purpose. He was a mechanism of revenge, a spark of hope to those demanding justice for the horrific crimes against the Targaryens and his own sister, Elia Martell. Through Oberyn, we got to explore new depths of characters like Tyrion and Cersei, seeing how they reacted to this wild card at court. When authors introduce such a vibrant character, they often face the dilemma of what to do with them long-term. Keeping Oberyn around for an extended period might have diluted his impact. The shock, the raw emotion you felt at his demise was precisely because he was such a beloved character, who seemed poised to shift the tides. Without giving away any spoilers, his death also set the stage for a host of events, particularly in Dorne. It broadened the scope of the story, adding layers to the otherwise straightforward vengeance plot. The world got bigger with Oberyn. It showed us there were corners of Westeros with deep-grained histories and cultures untouched by the larger storyline. Until then. Now let's talk about his final scene, that jaw-dropping duel with the Mountain. It was poetry in motion, building up in such a way you could taste the victory. Until you couldn't. His end was so starkly memorable that years later, it still rounds out top lists of shocking moments in TV history. From a practical point of view, Pedro Pascal, who wonderfully portrayed Oberyn, went on to stellar roles post-Game of Thrones, like in The Mandalorian. One could argue the platform of goatee helped launch him higher, in ways a longer role might not have. And speaking of Portland, our love for the arts here is similar to how we appreciate the cherry blossoms in spring, a brief but profoundly beautiful moment. Like the cherry blossoms, Oberyn was transient, but his presence is felt season after season, in the memories he left behind, and the consequences of his actions that played out long after his departure. So wasteful? Hardly. Oberyn Martell was exactly what Game of Thrones needed when he entered, and his legacy endured. That's the hallmark of well-written television.